Representatives of non-profit organizations in the territory, members of the Npos Registration Board, and other government officials gathered at the Sir Rupert Briarcliff Hall on Thursday, January 17th to discuss the Non-Profit Organizations Act 2012. In December 2012, Cabinet approved the appointment of 6 members to the Non-Profit Organization Registration Board in accordance with the Act, which came into effect on January 1st, 2013. It mandates the registration, supervision, and monitoring of non-profit organizations in the territory.
We are not here to dismantle in any way the NPOs and the BVI. I have a personal connection to NPOs in the BVI, and that's not our function at all. So we are not here to dismantle the NPOs, but part of the process that we would be involved in is to have functions such as these to educate and to receive feedback, to answer questions and so forth, just to explain and to go over what the legislation means and how we can work hand in hand together.
The Non-Profit Organization Act was passed as part of the wider fight against money laundering and terrorist financing, and to maintain the support of the international bodies which are crucial to the territory's offshore finance industry.
The whole root of why we're here is because you might be doing something that incorporates collecting or dispersing funds. Once you're doing that, and you fall roughly within the definition of a non-profit organization, notwithstanding you may not be a large group. One lady was asking, if it's just me alone, do I really need to register? Once you are collecting or dispersing funds on behalf of a public purpose, yes, you need to be registered.
The NPO Registration Board will receive and determine applications for registration by non-profit organizations, receive and investigate complaints arising out of any matter covered in the Act, and receive and review financial statements and reports from the organizations. Additionally, the board will facilitate the development of the non-profit sector in the Virgin Islands and promote an understanding of their role in the territory. Kenneth Hodge said the board will not ask non-profit organizations to deliver financial audits.
The board in its last meeting took the decision that certified means, when it says certified by an accountant, it means basically that the accountant would say that the financial statements for those entities that has gross income in excess of $250,000 are free of material misstatements. We're not asking for an audit. We know that it would be onerous. We're just asking for the accountant to say that the accounts are free of material misstatements. That's only for entities that are over $250,000. For entities that has gross annual income of less than $250,000, the board will determine the form of the financial statements to be submitted. We haven't made that determination yet, but the board will determine the form of the financial statements that have to be submitted for those entities. What should be noted is that the Act outlines that all financial statements that are submitted to the board would have to be prepared in accordance with generally accepted accounting principles or similar accounting principles.
All religious organizations, including established churches, along with all private schools and colleges, will now be required to register, as well as a number of service organizations such as the Lions Club and the Rotary Clubs, and any organization which works for the public, including sporting associations. Non-profit organizations have 90 days from January 1st, 2013, in which to apply to register in accordance with the new law.